Hola! So today's lesson is on telling time in Spanish. ¿Qué hora es? What time is it? Okay, so our first rule is for times on the hour. And what I mean by times on the hour, I'm talking about o'clock. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and so on and so forth. Our formula, our rule is to say son las and then the hour. So it's 12 o'clock on the dot. We would say son las 12 en punto. On the dot is en punto. We don't always have to say that, just if we want to specify sharp or on the dot. It's 2 o'clock a.m. We say son las 2 de la mañana is the word for a.m. It's 3 o'clock p.m. We say son las 3 de la tarde. There's two words for p.m. One, de la tarde, would be for the afternoon p.m. And then for at night, the p.m. is de la noche. So it's 10 o'clock p.m. Son las 10 de la noche. And then when we want to say it's 1 o'clock, we have a special situation. So instead of saying son las, we say es la. And then we don't use the word uno, we use una. If you'll remember from your notes video, we use una when we're talking about a feminine noun. And our feminine noun that we're referring to is hora, la hora, time. So es la 1 de la tarde. For times after the hour until the 30-minute mark. So we are talking about when our minute hand is on the right side of the clock. Our minute hand is expressing numbers 1 through 30. Our formula is son las plus the hour, y, and then the minutes. Instead of the word for 15, we can use the word for 15, quince, but we can also use the word cuarto. And pay attention to the spelling of this word, cuarto, C-U-A-R-T-O. And then the word for 4 is spelled differently. It's cuatro, C-U-A-T-R-O. So make note of that. And then for 30 minutes past the hour, we can say 30. We can use the word for 30, which is 30, but we can also use the word media, which means half. So, por ejemplo, 4:05 p.m. se dice son las 4:05 de la tarde. 11:10 son las 11:10 de la mañana. 1:20. Remember, when our hour is 1 o'clock, 1, we don't say son las, we say es la 1:20 de la mañana. 12:15 se dice son las 12:15. Remember, for 15, we can say cuarto de la tarde. And then for 10:30, son las 10:30 de la noche. So that's for after the hour until the 30-minute mark. Now, when we go past the 30-minute mark, so look at our clocks over here. That's when our minutes are on the left-hand side of the clock. So it's minutes 31 through 59. For these times, we have to go up to the next hour. We say menos instead of y, which means minus. And then we're subtracting the minutes until the next hour. So whatever the current minutes are, we subtract it from 60. So for 5:50, we go up to the next hour, which would be 6. And we subtract the minutes, which would be 10. So we say son las 6 menos 10. And then the a.m. would be de la mañana. For 7:40, we would say son las 8 menos 20 de la noche. So what we're really saying is it's 8 o'clock minus 20 minutes. It's 20 till 8 is how we would express it in English. And so this is how time is told in a standard way in Spanish. For 8:45, we go up to the next hour. Son las 9 menos cuarto. So we still have that 15-minute increment, which we're going to use cuarto for. 1:55, go up to the next hour. Son las 2 menos 5 de la tarde. And now we have 12:35. What's our next hour? After 12, our next hour is 1. So remember the special rules for when we're using 1 o'clock. We say es la 1 menos 25 de la tarde. Now those expressions that we just learned, the son las, that is for when we're saying what time it is. Like we're looking at our watch and we're saying it's 10 o'clock, it's 10:15, it's 11:35. You're walking through campus, you don't have your watch, and you need to find out what time it is. So you ask someone, what time is it? And they would say, son las 10:30. But if you want to know when something occurs, at what time something occurs, then you don't say son las, you say a las, and then your time. So for example, you want to know that Spanish class, you want to say that Spanish class is at 1 o'clock. So you say, la clase de español, Spanish class, es, that's the word for is, and then that at is a. And then we say la, because we always use la with 1 o'clock. 1 de la tarde. Here's another example. History is at 10 o'clock a.m. Historia es a las 10 de la mañana. Yoga is at 7:30 p.m. Yoga es a las 7:30 de la noche. So remember that you use son las when you're looking at your watch and you're saying what time it is right now. You say a las when you're saying when something is going to happen, what time something is at. Some otras expresiones con la hora. ¿Qué hora es? Is the question that we ask someone when we want to know what time it is. So what time is it? ¿A qué hora es? ... We want to know when something is going to happen. ¿A qué hora es? At what time is. So for example, at what time is Spanish class? ¿A qué hora es la clase de español? And your answer would be, la clase de español es a las 10. Here's some practice. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 10. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 5. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 5:10. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 8:15. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 3:30. ¿Qué hora es? Es la 1 en punto. Remember that en punto means sharp, on the dot. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 10:20. ¿Qué hora es? Son las 7:15. ¿Qué hora es? Es medianoche. Or son las 12. Medianoche, what do you think that means? Midnight. And then if you wanted to say noon, it would be mediodía. One word, mediodía, midday. Okay, here's some more practice. So you might want to pause these and write out your answers and then check to see if you got them right. So número 1, son las 5:30 de la tarde. It's 5:30. Número 2, son las 6:15 de la mañana. It's 6:15. Número 3, son las 9:20 de la noche. It's 8:40. Número 4, son las 12 de la mañana. Es medianoche. It's midnight, 12 o'clock. 5, son las 10:15 de la mañana. It's 9:45. El número 6 es la 1:25 de la tarde. It's 1:25. Okay, be sure you do the practice activities in your workbook lab manual. If you have any questions on telling time, please send me an email.